Hi. Hey, listen, the radio's playing loud and then soft and then loud again.
Yeah, I know, Bert.
Something wrong?
No. That's because I'm turning the volume control here, see? See, this little knob right here is called the volume control.
Yeah, you're the one who's doing it, huh?
Yep, and when I turn it this way, the radio plays louder.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm trying to read over there, and you're not helping.
And then, Bert, when I turn the knob this way, then the radio plays softer, see?
Good, I like it just that way, Ernie, soft.
But I think what I like most of all is when I turn it up loud.
Ernie! Oh, yeah. Too loud. You are making the radio play very, very loudly.
Hey, please, Bert, don't yell. I'm trying to listen to the radio.
What the hell did you expect? What the hell do you expect?
Oh, hi there. You just caught me doing my part, making sure I'm adding only compostable material to my yarn waste cart.
And I've never, ever been on live television. I never, ever be on live television. Yeah, and apparently I already went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death. I just freak out.
I can't contain myself. I can't contain my joy now. This is hella time. This is hecka beautiful, my neck. I'm levitating.
What the F?
I feel warm and I'm levitating.
What the F?
Ross is shooting at me.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to make you eat shit at all.
Oh.
It's definitely Ross. He's shooting
It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Who is it? It's not me.
It's Ross.
It's not.
Ross.
No.
Guys.
There's been a murder.
And welcome to What the Hell Did You Expect? This is show number 18 in a collector's series. I'm your host, Kevin Ryan, weighing in this week at 192 pounds. We have a slightly different show for you this week. We unlike most other weeks, we actually have a lot on the run sheet, and not only is it some weird, interesting spur-of-the-moment stuff, but I actually did research for this show. Yeah, but of course we can't really rightly go much further without introducing my co-host Colin Suplee.
My mic is not on.
Oh god damn it! Okay, try it
My mic
now.
is not on. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Now your mic is on.
You're really
I'm sorry.
challenged,
I'm
Kevin.
really
Good
sorry.
job.
I'm usually better at this.
And I just have one thing to say, and that is Challenger approaching.
Okay, so making his imaginary radio debut is our good friend Aaron Graham, who was in Japan last semester. So a lot of our shows were sort of dedicated in spirit to him. So it's really great to have you on the show, finally, actually.
It's great to be here, and it was great hearing your show as well. I was in Japan. It really,
I'm glad.
It really made me homesick, but in a good way.
No,
We're doing our job right then.
Yeah, you were.
Lydia.
Yeah, no, I mean, most of these shows are going out to Lydia simply by virtue of the fact that I think she's the only person from our friend group not here right now. It's awesome. Like, we have everyone back together for the most. Even Allie is back this semester, which
After
is
all that
really
complication,
great. Yeah.
Everybody's here. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not all on campus anymore, but you know. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of spread out all over the place, but Plague House. We should.
Does it stick?
It's sticking. We should fill our listeners in on Plague House just quickly. Basically, the house that I live in with Anna and Eric and Natalie, we have all alternately been sick pretty much since mid-September, and it hasn't stopped. I just got over my most recent cold. Eric is still dying with, like, coffee stuff. Anna is just getting over her thing. Yeah, it's just a fucking mess of, like, every plague known to man in that house. And
you're not the only ones. We've had some serious sickly shit going on campus too. Everyone has strep throat and
especially the last few days.
How do you pronounce it?
heard about
pneumonia.
Pneumonia. I know there's a P in front of it, but that's
isn't it like pterodactyl?
It's like psychology. You don't pronounce the fucking T or the P. God damn it.
Aha! Foiled. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's pneumonia.
Yes, one of our other friends has pneumonia. So yes, people are dying. Stop dying, everyone.
Wait, who has pneumonia?
Am I allowed to say that on the show?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know, but I'm cautious about that sort of thing.
I mean, it's not
an
like
STI or anything.
Yeah,
Okay, fair
and
enough.
it's not seriously contagious, I don't think.
Okay, Allie has
at all.
pneumonia, but no.
Pneumonia.
She has psionics. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it now.
Okay.
Got a rapture.
Really? Shit, that sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
I knew a kid, like, this just shows you how, like, relatively rare pneumonia is. I knew a kid who had pneumonia when I was in, like, 4th grade once. That was the only time I think I've known anyone who had pneumonia.
I mean, I always hear of people dying of it in, like, the decades past.
But
like,
yeah,
no one-
but that was like in the 1800s
Yeah.
when someone would die of pneumonia. Like, I was just reading about this guy. It wasn't Mendel, but it was another guy who was like important for DNA genetic shit.
Yeah.
He was a Swiss biologist or scientist or something, and his deal was he studied sperm, specifically salmon sperm, which has to be kept at a very, very low temperature. He didn't have any refrigeration, so what he did was he just opened all of the windows to his lab.
What could possibly go wrong with this?
And this was in the like Swiss winter, which like the book I was reading was like, oh yeah, it was probably around 30 degrees in his lab, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And he was working in there like on the salmon sperm, and because of that low temperature somehow that like aided to his contracting tuberculosis, and then he got pneumonia and died. But this
Moral
was
of the
also
story
in the
is
1800s.
don't study the sperm of other people. That's their personal business.
Or salmon.
Or salmon. Don't study
That's
salmon.
their deal. I mean,
They hop up rivers and they're tasty. That's salmon's deal.
yeah, that is salmon.
Some of them are red and they look really cool.
Yeah, I think.
No, they're salmon colored.
Ah, what's her name?
What?
God damn it, Barb. Is that
Yes,
what you're
yes,
gonna say?
exactly. I just thought I thought of Yang
was
instead.
great.
And I was like, God damn it, Yang.
No, that's better. Because in character, she makes lots of horrible puns too.
I
We're talking
don't know
about
who
Ruby.
you're talking
We're
about.
talking about the
Okay.
Rooster Teeth show Ruby and how shitty it is.
Oh,
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I've been getting way more into not like Rooster Teeth proper, but just sort of like the Let's Play side of things. That I don't know. I've been watching a whole lot of that recently. It's really great.
This
like,
greatly pleases me because I love the shit out of pretty much everything they do.
Yeah.
So it's
Except
nice
Ruby.
Yeah, but
can't
that's not
bring myself
Let's-
to hate it though.
That's not Let's Play though, is it? That
No,
No, it's something else entirely.
it's a not anime made by Monty who you might know from making crazy fight scenes and nothing else. He made a really famous video a few years ago called Haloid, which was Master Chief versus Samus.
Huh.
That was pretty much what made him famous on the internet. And eventually he was hired at Rooster Teeth because he makes awesome fight sequences.
Interesting.
And that's the only awesome thing he can make.
Yeah,
which is
pretty
what
much.
We're
He's not-
learning.
He's not known for his writing, shall we say.
Yeah, fair
Not
enough.
that he's writing the show, actually,
No,
now that I
got
think
some
about it.
he got some other plebs to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, random question. Do either of you drink milk?
No, under
Yes.
no circumstances do I drink milk.
Yes.
Okay.
I am Edward Elric.
What?
Never mind. Go on.
Wait, why don't you drink milk though?
Because it's fucking gross lactate from cows.
Yeah, I mean I'm with you there, but
Make anything sound gross enough.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not gonna drink human milk. Why would I drink cow milk? Like, I'll use it in baking to make delicious things like cheese, but I'm not gonna drink it.
yeah.
I don't think you bake cheese.
You know what?
No, you really don't. I was gonna let that one slide. Like of all the people to let that one slide,
Hey.
Yeah, but Kevin's the cook guy.
yeah, no, I shouldn't be letting that slide, but I was gonna, and then you had to bring it up.
I like
God,
cheese.
Aaron,
Don't you like?
I like cheese.
Do
we
you
bring a
curd
guest onto the
cheese?
show, and this is how he repays us by correcting Colin's conflation of baking and cheese making.
What is cheese making? Isn't it called like curding or something?
Curdling, sort of. I mean, that's part of the process. Okay.
that also
Do
a
you want
sport?
me to explain how cheese is made? I'll give
No,
you the
let's
short.
move on.
No, I'll give you the short version.
All right, you have 10 seconds. Go.
Okay. Milk, acid, curd, form, ferment, done.
Okay,
That's
cool.
how cheese is
Let's
made.
make cheese.
Yeah. No, you can actually make cheese pretty easily. But
That sounds awesome. I want cheese.
did you drink milk as a kid, though?
When I was forced to.
Like your parents forced you
Yeah,
to
they're like, drink
milk?
a glass of milk, Colin. And I was like, no. Didn't like it. It's gross. It's like I wouldn't eat my asparagus or my cauliflower either. That's just gross.
Yeah. So it was just sort of like a result of you being kind of a picky kid.
Yeah, I never willingly drank milk of my own volition. Well,
I see.
I had it with like milk. I had like milk and cookies when I was younger. I think that's a thing I did. But like as
Yeah.
of recent years, I just take my cookies with ice cream, which is kind of milk but
Which
frozen.
is like, yeah, it's frozen milk with other stuff like salt and sugar and cool stuff. But yeah, no, I just ask, and also feel free to pop in, Aaron, because like I was thinking today about how, as a kid, like so many people I know have so much like childhood memories about milk, or like I don't know, were forced to eat or drink milk as a kid, and I never was. I hated milk. My parents never forced me to drink it. I never had it, basically, except occasionally in cereals. But, like, I would barely pour enough milk in the cereal to the point where it was just beginning to float off the bottom of the bowl.
Truly, you are a blessed child.
No, I don't know.
Parents,
So, like,
Well,
parenting done right.
Representing the milk drinking community.
and now should we make this an NPR? And now we have Aaron Graham, a lifelong milk drinker.
Yes,
Aaron,
hello, Kevin. It's wonderful to be here today.
thank you.
In all seriousness,
No, I thought we were getting serious.
I'll be totally honest, though. I only kind of drink milk with cookies and other dessert things.
Yeah.
I don't, like... I tend to pair drinks with specific foods, like apple juice with eggs and stuff.
Wait,
and
what?
Yeah, apple juice with scrambled eggs in the morning. Breakfast stuff.
Okay.
Apple juice is
gross.
I've never. I mean, first of all, I don't really drink apple juice that much, but
Dude, apple juice is amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't know that I would associate apple juice with breakfast.
You
though.
drink orange juice with breakfast.
Yeah.
Not apple juice.
Well, when else would you drink apple juice?
Just all the time.
Like,
when
okay,
you're-
but
in the afternoon when you come home from school and you're like, God, I want something sweet.
yeah, you drink apple juice.
You drink apple
and
juice.
you have it with
yeah.
like
Alright.
Mexican food and vodka.
I don't know how
don't
your
know about
parents
that, but,
raised you, but no, go.
well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Go
I
on,
just-
token milk drinker.
The Tolkien milk drinker. So where are the elves going? Sorry, I made a bad pun.
Yeah, so I drink milk with cookies, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Because in all other circumstances, it is kind of weird.
So it's like an association. You associate milk with desserty cookie type things.
Yeah, except for, cereals. Cereals
Yeah.
don't count, but...
Because, yeah, like I don't know, whenever I have an Oreo, I just have this thing in the back of my mind where I'm like, oh, I need a big glass of milk.
That
And
is
then I have-
effective advertising right
yeah,
there.
no, it definitely
Milk's
is
favorite cookie.
advertising. It's totally advertising.
I mean, it also
but
does
I get-
taste good, but still.
Yeah, no, it does taste good. Like, that's one of the few times where I actually crave the taste of milk is with an Oreo. And I'll be like, fuck, I have to suppress this urge because, like, milk equals I feel like I've been stabbed in the stomach with a penknife because, yay, lactose intolerance.
Yeah.
So, Kevin,
So, Aaron.
I got some Oreos in my room. And some milk.
Oh, my.
Should we lead a trail of them? like a little Oreo trail from the recording studio back to your room?
Dude,
Like,
I
but-
don't have nearly enough Oreos for that.
But no.
do it with
you-
60.
Well, you can make your Oreos stretch because you can separate the pieces, so you can have just a cookie, and then just a cookie, and then just the cream,
Okay,
and then
but-
a cookie,
but
and then
Aaron-
a cookie,
Kevin-
and then a cream.
But who
Estimating
is,
how
if you
many
see
I
like
have.
just half of an Oreo on the ground, you really got to pick that up and eat it.
Fair point. But also, yes.
Okay. But if it's just the cream, like on like the rocky, like sweaty asphalt outside of
Sweaty? When does asphalt get sweaty?
When it rains.
What? No, that's just damp. That's not sweaty. It would
Actually,
be
that's
sweaty
kind of
if it was
poetic. I
hot.
like that.
It sounds like
It's a sweaty day.
yeah. It sounds like something that Jack Kerouac would have written on the
It's a
on
sweaty
the hot,
day in the
sweaty
mountains, in
asphalt.
the North Cascades. I saw his spittoon. That was cool.
Jack Kerouac's spittoon.
Yeah, when I hiked up into
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Desolation Peak in the
Yeah, yeah,
Cascade
yeah.
Mountain Range, I saw his spittoon.
That's
on
cool.
the Firewatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Random facts about my life.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Ding.
It was like a fucking Ghibli movie up there. It was amazing.
A Giblets movie?
Yes. Filled with chickens and like McDonald's.
But Ghibli chickens, so they're adorable.
I was just thinking about Giblets the Strong. Do you remember Giblets
I
the
remember
Strong?
Giblets the Strong. We fought
Yeah.
him in that one episode of D&D where we got a little
Yeah.
intoxicated and then we like got
A
a
lot
dragon.
of intoxicated.
And we got a dragon laid and good times.
Yeah.
If only. Did we talk about D&D on here? Because I have new D&D plans.
You have new D&D plans. Cool.
Yeah.
News to me.
What are your plans?
The plans are to take this entire like multi-layered political campaign that I planned and chuck it out the fucking window
Cool.
and just
Why?
like because I hate it and I don't want to do it anymore.
We've had one session.
I don't care. I want to kill goblins and dragons and like loot
Okay.
things and have broken characters. And I want to create a D&D campaign that creates funny stories, not like an epic plot. We did that already.
Yeah, you want a
Okay.
derp.
I want a derp, goddammit. And we are going to derp so hard.
Yep.
Fair enough.
We're going to focus so hard on derping, it's not going to be fun anymore.
Is it still going to be set in the Vale?
Probably not. Unless you really want it
No,
to be. I
it's
mean,
all right.
I'll let you keep your bugbear kills if you want.
Bugbear kills?
Or what was it, like a werebear or something?
Oh, the dire bear.
Yeah, the dire bear.
The 6-armed dire bear.
Yeah,
What-
I like inventing monsters, and one of them is it like a 12-foot tall bear with 6 arms, and they're praying mantis claws. That's a dire bear.
That sounds like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I killed it in epic fashion, as I recall, but I don't quite remember what happened.
You
Like,
rolled a high number, ran up its back, and gouged it in the skull with your sword.
I thought there was like a backflip involved. Like
There probably was.
I think I like jumped on its back, flipped, and then stabbed it in the face on the way down. Like, something ridiculous.
All of
Using
my
as a
kill
skull.
cams are cool.
Yeah.
When Colin's your narrator, you will be awesome.
Yeah, no, Colin
nervous.
DM sounds like it would be very interesting.
It's one of my Japanese animes. Whoa!
Colin. Stop. Just because I'm here doesn't mean you get to make all the references
I
that
know,
Kevin doesn't
okay.
get.
Josh, I'm sorry. Those are Metal Gear Solid references. I'll stop now.
Okay.
You're wiping your eyes like you're tired.
No, I am kind of tired.
I hear
I
that.
haven't been getting like good sleep lately. I've been falling asleep at like 3:30 or 4. And then I was woken up today by Anna, who for some reason every time she talks on the phone, she just automatically does speakerphone and puts it up to the highest volume setting, which is really annoying. And
Yeah.
she was like having this loud conversation with her brother, like basically right outside my door. You know how there's like a little bit of hallway and then the kitchen table?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I was unceremoniously awoken at about 10:30.
Oh, 10:30.
30.
Yeah.
You poor thing.
Well, after I slept, I fell asleep at like 4. So it was
Yeah,
like
that's
6.5 hours.
I did something magical this morning.
Did you?
I already told Aaron about this morning at breakfast, but this morning I woke up without my alarm. I just woke up naturally, and it was the most magical feeling in the world.
For some reason, I can't do that when I'm sleeping like just myself.
Yeah.
But anytime I'm sleeping with Adassa,
Yeah.
I always wake up before the alarm. I don't know why.
It's probably because there's another body in the bed squishing you against the wall.
That's really strangely accurate.
Yeah. See,
She
I've done
squished-
cohabitation before. I know how this works.
She squishes me up against the wall so fucking much.
Yeah.
It's actually not that
Get a bigger
often.
bed.
Dude, I have a double bed.
Get a bigger bed.
I don't think my room would fit a queen size. Well,
Get a bigger house.
Yeah. But a bigger house means a bigger rent, and no thank you.
Get a bigger job.
Life advice from Colin's a plea.
Colin's is like, make it bigger. And then you have to make it bigger.
That's our show title. Make it bigger.
No, that has so many other
Yes.
connotations.
Yes, make it bigger. Show title.
Fine. I'll make it.
Yeah.
I'll make the show title bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll happen that
So
way.
weren't there like things we were going to talk about?
I mean, yeah, I've got them on here. Do you want to talk about? But okay, here's one thing that I found hilarious. On the Lewis and Clark Misconnections thing, I saw someone is trying to organize a group therapy for people with social anxiety.
Really?
That sounds inherently backwards. and
Yeah,
won't work.
that sounds like a really fucking terrible idea. Like, hey, do you have problems with social anxiety? Well, come meet a bunch of random strangers so you can talk about your deep-seated issues.
In public, no less.
Wait, is
You know? I half hope that the person who made this up is listening and just realized, like, oh, God, when you put it like that. Because really, when you said it, I didn't think it was like necessarily a bad idea, but you're right. That is kind of a horrible idea.
You know, and as someone who has like mild social anxiety, like, yeah.
high five so the listeners can't see it.
I mean, social anxiety 5? I don't know. It's to the point where I think this is how my brain works. Like, I'll walk into a room, and no matter how much stuff is going on or what's going on, my brain is like, okay, I need to process all the stimuli, and then I will feel comfortable. So, like, a room like this, a small room, you know, it's got some artwork on it. You know, I've been in this room before. I've processed the stimuli. Okay, I'm comfortable. But you get me in, like, a big room with a lot of noise and a lot of people, I'm like, holy shit, that is a lot of stimuli to process. I am going to be uncomfortable. So
I know what you mean. But it doesn't really. You know what? Never mind. Kind of impossible to continue on a serious conversation after that.
This is so like sophomoric.
I hope I came out on the radio.
It did not come on the mics at all. Colin unleashed just like the most gargantuan belch.
I'm a gassy person.
Yes, you are. I lived with you for 2 years. Yes, you are.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Sorry, what were we saying? Social
What the hell
anxiety.
Did you expect? I mean,
Ah!
sorry.
The guest using our show title.
Yeah, I know, classic.
Ugh. Sorry, what were we saying about?
I don't even remember.
But
social
where
anxiety and
did we get those
stimuli?
the clips in the opening?
What,
I really
what
want to know.
clips? Oh, you're talking about the 3 What the Hell Did You Expect?
Yeah, I thought earlier, like a couple shows ago, you told me you can't find anywhere that has those, but now you have.
Yeah, now I have, because I was looking for intro clips in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Is what happened. Haha, no one got that reference.
No, I did get that reference. I
It
just
just
didn't laugh.
wasn't.
because it wasn't funny.
Bitch. No, so here I'm just going to, for reference, play these again ever so. Put the fader back up. I'm keeping the mics live for this, just so you know.
What the hell did you expect? What the hell do you expect?
So that first one is from I don't know.
Great start.
Basically, I kept typing in the phrase "What the hell did you expect?" with quotation marks, so it would only return results for that. And I kept doing like movie quotes or TV show quotes because I thought there would be a movie or TV show that had that in it.
Sure.
And there are some variations of it, but not that exact phrase available easily online. There's one TV show called Archie, which is kind of a shitty sitcom from the 70s, 80s. Which has one of the episodes is about how like there's a intruder in the house, and Archie and his son-in-law go through the house and like trying to find the intruder. So his son-in-law knocks on the closet door to see if the intruder's in there, and then he's like, "There's no one in there, Arch." And Arch goes, "What the hell do you expect him to say? Entrez-vous?" And it's mildly funny. And I wanted to use that, but it's very difficult to extract the "what the hell did you expect" from him to say.
Yeah.
So I couldn't use that. Long story short, I changed it from like movies and TV shows, and I searched for songs.
Yeah.
I found a few. The first one is from a rap song. I forget what it's called. I forget who it's by. Don't worry about it. The second one is a group called Oingo Boingo, and I don't know the name of the song. And the third one I know very well because it's Tom Waits, and it's the song Small Change.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I got the three of them. I was playing around to see which one I liked best as the one intro into the theme song.
Yeah.
And I decided, you know what, they all three actually sound pretty good together instead of one on their own. So I just did that, and that's kind of like our makeshift jingle for now.
We have a jingle now.
Yeah.
What the hell did you expect?
Something
And then we can
like
have
that.
some I don't know, some dudes. Okay, the guys from Bear Force One, very enthusiastically cleaning a car in thongs, and they could be singing the song. What the hell did you expect? And they're like gyrating their thighs. Hoo ha!
Yeah. I
love that song.
I'm so glad that I have someone else to share my love of Bear Force One with.
They're so great.
Have they even made other songs?
They've made two songs. They made the Bear Force One song mashup thing, and then they did a Christmas song, and that was it. Because I think they're Danish or maybe Dutch, one of the two. They're a Dutch or Danish group that got together for just like this song or two and then disbanded very quickly. So they never went on tour or anything, which is very sad to me.
I would have seen that live.
I would have paid so much money to see them live.
I know, it would have been a 10-minute concert. It's like great.
Bear Force One at the Tacoma Dome. That would have been
Sunday.
at the Tacoma Dome.
Gravedigger versus the Undertaker.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
How many times have we said that on air? Like a lot.
Enough.
Is it clear we're from Seattle? Because we're from Seattle. Aaron is also from Seattle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mukilteo.
But
But if Kevin gets to be from Seattle, then I'm from Seattle.
Yeah,
too, damn
that's
it.
true.
That is gentrified Seattle.
Well, that's not even Seattle. I mean, it's barely gentrified because there weren't black people in Mukilteo to begin with.
Oh.
There were Native Americans, though.
No, actually.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
It's an Indian name.
It's an Indian name meaning good campsite.
Yeah.
But the actual history is that no Native Americans lived in the Mukilteo area. They came there to do hunting occasionally, and like different tribes and different groups would meet up there for like summits and that sort of stuff. But no one actually inhabited that area. That was no one's like territory.
Well.
Yeah.
Could we do a skit where it's like, we're now having a United Nations summit, year 1493, and it's like a really tiny little United Nations table, except it's like all like, I don't know, like every like indigenous tribe from North America just meeting somewhere.
That would be fucking gigantic. Do you know how many?
And it could
do you know how many indigenous tribes there are? Do you
like more than 10?
Way more than 10,000. Probably more than 10,000. Honestly, the amount of just sheer genocidal massacre of Native Americans that took place at the hands of our white ancestors is like appalling.
Yeah.
Happy Columbus Day.
Yeah. I was about
I
to
hope you
make
feel
a similar
sufficiently
joke.
guilty.
Yeah, no, Columbus was an asshole.
Yeah.
Just casually strolled in, killed a bunch of people, you know, as you do.
He's like, hey, this is cool. You have gold? Gold? Where's the gold? Give me some of your gold. If you don't give me gold, I'm going to kill you. No gold? I'll kill you. That's
Do you
Columbus.
think, like, on fanfiction.net, there's Cortez x Columbus fanfics? Where they conquer things together?
I would not be surprised in the slightest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think so. I feel like the people who write fanfics wouldn't really do a Cortez x
You know,
Columbus
you say that,
fanfic.
but this week I learned that there are people who write fanfics about hockey players. Like real-world hockey teams and players.
That doesn't surprise me as
There are
much
people
as
that
it
write
should.
Rooster Teeth fanfics, and it's incredibly cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Like
About,
people,
like, the people?
No, about like self-insert characters being hired and having steamy sex with everyone in the office.
Yeah.
People will write shitty fanfic about literally anything. So.
And Jeff's perfectly twirled mustache. Yeah.
Let's be honest too. Who among us would not be gay for Jeff? I mean,
I'm not into giant mustaches. I appreciate them though.
I would be gay for Jeff if only because of the amount of whiskey he consumes. Dear God, that's a formidable amount of whiskey. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. We're all distracted by Jeff's mustache.
It's like everyone just sort of fades into silence thinking
Should
about
put a
the
picture
beauty.
of that in the YouTube version because it really is amazing. It
It
looks like something that should
nice
be physically
mustache.
possible.
Our cover picture for today is you can see for yourself if you look to your right. I want to see your reactions.
What is it?
I can't see it. There's
You'll
no
have to
glare.
actually
It's
describe it
two
to
of
me.
the characters from Frozen fucking while one of them is holding her sister's hand in bed.
Oh, I've seen this picture.
Oh Jesus! Really?
I can't
really?
see it, but I already know what it is.
My
It's supposed
parents watch these videos on YouTube. My parents listen to this podcast.
Hi, Crawford.
Crawford? What the fuck?
That's not your dad's name.
No,
Dad's name
that's
is-
that's my grandma's maiden name though, which is
We've had this
strange that you know
conversation
that.
before. I keep forgetting your parents' names, but I always associate your dad with Jack Crawford from Silence of the
I
Lambs.
don't know why you do that, but okay.
They look similar.
No, they really don't. Here, do you want me to? I'm going to pull up two pictures right now.
I bet they don't look similar, but in my
Jack
mind they do.
Crawford.
And not Lawrence Fishburne.
No, the Lawrence Fishburne version of Jack Crawford is totally.
Or Mr. White. He also played Jack Crawford.
Okay, you're talking about this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Actually,
That totally looks like your dad.
actually,
in my mind.
looking at him, it doesn't look too off, except for this guy has a just insanely terrible comb over.
This is riveting for our listeners.
Guys, Google Jack
Sorry.
Crawford.
Yeah, and when you find pictures of Lawrence Fishburne, it's not him.
Yeah, or the
it's-
other guy.
It's the scrawny white guy. I also get why you say they look similar because I think Jack Crawford in Silence of the Lambs wears like a tan trench coat, and my dad wears that same tan.
He's
trench
also
coat.
the head of the FBI, and your dad is clearly the head of the FBI.
He is definitely not the head of the FBI. He works in the filing unit.
That's what he tells you.
Yeah, it's just all just a ruse. It concocted by Kevin's dad to like take over the world.
Of all the people to take over the world, I mean, I think he'd be good at it, but I don't think he has the desire to, or probably not even the means to. I mean, you need like a secret underground lair and shit, and the best we have is a crawl space.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
workable.
what you think.
That's workable.
Yeah, no, that's true. like, you know what?
Kevin, you have an elevator in your house.
My
Anything
dad
is possible.
My dad actually, now that I think about it, is the only person who has been down in that crawl space in recent history. Like, I think I went down there once when I was 8 or 9 and got freaked out because it was small and dark.
Yeah.
And ever since then, my dad, on a few occasions when he's had to go down in the crawl space, he'd sort of like jokingly, "Oh, hey, you want to come into the crawl space?" And I'm like, "Nope, no, thank you. Small, dark, you go right ahead." So yeah, for all I know, he could have like dug it out and created a I don't know, villain lair in there.
I want to believe.
I want. That is my. Okay, you haven't even fucking seen the X-Files. Don't you dare quote that
Wait,
shit at
you
me.
haven't
more
seen
about-
the X-Files?
No, I have seen them in the distant past.
Okay.
And I have seen the reviews on SF Debris. And that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So I do know actually probably more about it than anyone else who hasn't seen the show has.
Okay.
But
I love the X-Files, Aaron, as I frequently
no.
touted to you. Or is it toted? I don't know.
It's touted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I pronounced the
more
word
of
right.
this. I will put it on my list of things.
Yeah, you got the list that never ends.
Well,
Speaking of lists that never end, hey Kevin, did you watch Korra?
Nope.
Oh, some week we'll get to talk about that.
Yeah,
It's pretty great.
Probably
Toff's in it.
not soon though. No, my weekend. Yesterday, I have a pile of books
I saw the pile of
big
books. Yeah, on
for my
Facebook.
thesis. I worked through all of them and put them in my annotated bibliography.
nice.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I still have a stack about that thick of papers. It's about 10 articles.
How thick is that, Kevin? That thick?
It's sorry. That does not
I didn't even
translate
think
to
call you
radio.
on that one.
It doesn't translate to radio. It's like two
about an
inches
inch.
thick.
That is not 2 inches.
That's totally
Okay.
an inch, dude.
That's an
It's.
inch.
I know. I used about 150 pages of print balance on those articles.
That's about an inch.
So yeah, I have to work through those this week and put them in my annotated bibliography. And today, all I did was read for all of my classes.
You sound like you have a riveting weekend.
Yeah,
I'm
my
pretty sure you
weekend was
need to
not
take breaks
riveting
during
at all.
that.
Yeah.
Core breaks
I-
are the best breaks, Kevin.
Seriously.
Mm,
We watched Steins Gate.
They are literally
Core.
20-minute episodes. It's not hard.
okay.
You are literally an hour behind. Come on, dude.
Eh,
Eh.
I'll get around to
Is
it.
anyone else in the Plague House watching it?
Nope.
Oh. Man, and I saw like Eric and Natalie in person earlier this week, and I was gonna bug them about it, but no.
Yeah, no. Eric and Natalie are. What are they watching right now? I think they're watching Jeeves and Wooster. Have you ever?
I've heard of that.
Okay.
They mentioned
My
it.
parents own the entire series.
Oh God, that's such a good series. I love that. Okay, you know who Stephen Fry is, yes?
Yeah.
Do you know Hugh Laurie? He played House.
I listened to his blues albums.
Yeah.
I do not like House.
Okay. Basically, Hugh Laurie plays the polar opposite of House, a guy named Bertie Wooster, who's a very sort of posh, ungraceful, sort of minor nobility character in turn of the century England, like just the very start of the 20th century England. And he gets into a lot of trouble because he's just generally pretty inept at a lot of things. And Stephen Fry plays his valet named Jeeves. And he's very prim and proper and extremely smart and good at everything.
Is that where the Jeeves thing came
Yes,
from?
yes,
Ask
that
Jeeves.
is where Jeeves came from. It was these were originally books by P.G. Wodehouse, which consequently is where, in the series Archer, how Archer has a butler named Wodehouse.
Yeah.
That's the
nice.
reference.
Ah.
Yeah.
Epileptic trees.
What?
Not really.
You know what? Let me have this.
That's fridge logic.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry.
Tropes, Kevin. Tropes.
We're talking about TV tropes. We talk in tropes sometimes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of pretentious and kind of geeky at the same time. So
How is it pretentious? It's just an
'Cause
easier
it's-
way of talking about what we need to talk about.
it is, but it's also like, oh, I know exactly what that is. That's
I guess.
I don't know.
Never thought of it as pretentious, more like useful.
I don't think of it as pretentious either, but I know how people could see it that way.
It's like
Yeah.
short.
Like
It's, like,
Kevin might.
it's what's the word? Like
Of
it's like
all the people
shorthand.
to critique people for being pretentious,
Oh yeah,
I am
clearly
not.
not like the high society English major with big glasses and likes to cook and read about wine. Totally not pretentious.
you know what? I talked about the fucking terroir of milk earlier today. I did because
Terroir?
okay,
What does that mean?
terroir. If someone grew two identical grapes in like the same identical method, but in two different areas, like someone grew these grapes in Washington, someone grew these grapes in southern France. Identical grapes, identical method for like making the wine, you would be able to taste a difference because of the composition of the soil and the climate.
Yeah.
That's what terroir means. It means that you can sort of it means the impact of the environment on the flavor of the food. Consequently, milk is one of the few products that isn't globalized anymore. Milk that is produced in Wisconsin more or less stays in Wisconsin or the Wisconsin area. Same as, milk that's made in Oregon stays in Oregon for the most part. Because, transporting it across the country is a big fucking hassle, and it's just easier to, have what they call milk sheds. It's like a watershed, but for milk to cities.
I'm so
I'm
happy.
serious.
Wait.
I'm serious.
Wait a minute.
This is a real term. We are studying milk and food history right now, which is part of why I was asking about milk earlier. But because of that, milk is one of the few big products that is still extremely local, even in our very sort of modernized, globalized food culture. Milk is very much a product of where you are specifically. And so I was thinking about, I wonder if that might create different terroir amongst the milk. I wonder if milk from Chicago could taste different from milk from Paris.
Did they have milk in Paris?
Yes.
Okay. Good
Dear
to know.
God, it's
Where do they
France.
not
They have an abundance of dairy.
So I guess that's what. Well, my impression of Paris is not France. Is that there's Paris, and then the rest of it is like a bunch of wilderness that they chopped down, burned down, and generally like tore apart over the centuries. So like
That's actually not that far off.
Well, yeah.
To be real honest.
I mean, I lived in the mountains for 3 weeks doing like studies of that sort of things back in high school, and that's one of the things I picked up is like Paris can't sustain its own environment. So that's at least that was the case 5 years ago. I don't know about now. But
yeah, no, that's still probably true. Speaking about unsustainable environments, it's late night.
It's late night.
Do you want to go do the thing?
I will. You got to say the words though, Kevin.
So unsure. I've listened to the beginning of this song so many times that I'm actually beginning to learn the lyrics, which is mildly concerning for me and probably a lot of my loved ones as well.
Stop singing it in the shower, Kevin. Not that you do.
How did you know?
I just guessed. It's an educated guess.
Do you have a bug in my shower?
Well, I mean, there are probably bugs in your shower. There's bugs everywhere here on campus.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do you have a recording device in my shower? Because if you
No.
do, I wouldn't say no. That'd be okay.
Why do you think I would want to listen to you sing in the shower through a recording device?
Oh,
The quality would be horrible.
I know, right? Kevin, I'm already in your roof. I don't need to record that shit.
wait, sorry, you're in my roof?
Yeah.
Is that the right preposition? Are you not on my roof, not in my roof?
Yeah. In the crawl space in your roof.
What? I'm sorry, there's no crawl space in our roof.
That you know of.
Besides the kitchen.
What? What?
Through the floorboards. You know.
Okay, okay, cool.
Upon the kitchen sink.
What about
And
the
behind the
kitchen sink?
trowel.
You're referencing something now that I'm
No,
not
I'm
getting.
not. I am pulling all sorts of words out of my brain thing.
Also known as your ass, but
Yeah, same deal. You take the things in the brain, you put it on paper, it's art. Art.
I
started a new project today. I'm pretty
Yeah?
proud of that. Yeah.
For thesis?
Yeah, for thesis.
Cool.
I finished a project last week, and now I'm making
Oh,
a
was
better
that
project.
the meteor that hit the Capitol building?
No, that's not for thesis. If that was for my thesis, I would feel very, very concerned about my mental
But
state.
was that the one that you finished last week?
No, I finished. Well, okay, I did finish that wheel last week, but I also finished the big like swirly miasma of ink drawing that I showed you. And
Oh yeah.
that's gonna be
thing.
like that's a first draft of the project I'm working on now. Just to get the juices flowing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, we've been doing like today or like this week in the news type thing, and we haven't done our this week in the news type thing for today. So I brought in this town in New Hampshire. I think it's called Keene. That's Keene. They also have Keene State College, which I think is like a 4-year university.
It's a nice pun, at least.
They what?
Keen, like
Keen.
Intelligent, on point.
Oh yeah. I get it.
College called like Keene College. Like, yeah, I get you.
I don't expect you to make clever puns. I'm impressed.
What?
I'm
Have
sorry.
you met me?
Sorry, this is my job now.
Well, I guess I'm suddenly Mike 3.
You've been demoted. Get out. No. So the town of Keene in New Hampshire has this pumpkin festival that they do every year. It's been going for like 25 years, something like that. So this year, there's kind of really no explanation for how it started. There's just this massive riot on the day of the pumpkin festival.
Riot?
Yeah, people like overturned cars. There's like a raging fire, police in riot gear. Like, holy shit, the town of Keene just erupted.
Why would you overturn a car?
I don't know.
Why
would
didn't you
take a
smash
lot
all the
of effort.
pumpkins?
It would take a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there were a lot of people rioting about
Pumpkins,
maybe? I don't know.
They
Like, the
seriously don't know
source.
why?
Honestly, I'm looking at CNN, and they're not stating why there was a riot.
Is this like breaking news right this second?
It happened, it happened earlier today.
Oh, okay. So it's,
So it's
early,
like
I
the
guess.
Great Pumpkin Riot of 2014.
Yeah.
Did some guy just lift another guy in the air? I was like, riot! And there was suddenly a
Yeah, I don't
riot.
know. I mean, there's one guy, Roger Creekmore, who got hit in the face with a Jack Daniels bottle.
Hopefully.
And did that start the riot?
No, that didn't start the riot. Yeah, there's nothing about how many. Apparently, this actually also kind of happened last year. It said that 140 people were arrested last year at the pumpkin festival. So I don't know, man. It seems like pumpkin festivals are dangerous places to hang out.
Yeah, we should keep away from pumpkins.
Yeah,
they're pretty scary.
And festivals.
Yeah, just in general.
I mean, just as a very precautionary thing, we should probably just stay away from large gatherings of people.
Yeah, let's
just don't leave your rooms.
Yeah, let's not even go to college anymore. Let's just like live in
perfect
tents.
Yeah,
outside Sakura Con.
Okay, here's what we do. We'll make a trip to Costco. We'll get a bunch of canned fish and beans, and like a big bag or two of rice, and we'll go hide out in the mountains and wait for the coming apocalypse.
I feel like all those resources are gonna run out really fast.
Not if we buy enough canned fish and beans and rice.
Kevin, no, we're gonna need knives to hunt new beans and fish and rice.
To hunt beans.
Would this be a good time to mention that I bought a rice cooker a couple days ago?
And the Gundams?
What?
How does one hunt a bean? I'm sorry. Like, good for you and your rice cooker. But how do you hunt a bean?
You take your kukri knife.
Kukri knife?
No, you know what that is?
Oh, the kukri. Yeah.
It's like a
Never
big
mind.
curved blade. Like they have them on like the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
You get two kookaburra blades, and you run up to the bean, which is in the ground, and you stab it, and you've hunted it, and it's yours. And you have to do that like 1 billion times to get enough beans.
That seems really tedious.
Yeah, it
What
is.
bean are we talking about?
like a garbanzo bean.
Okay.
Anyway, you got a new rice cooker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never had a rice cooker, so I got a rice cooker.
Can we make
yeah.
rice?
Hey.
What?
Can we make rice?
Yes.
Can we make sushi?
Yes.
Let's make sushi.
Yes.
Let's make a nigiri.
Yes.
Okay, let's make all the Japanese things.
Yes.
Let's have a cooking party in Aaron's room.
I have Asian rice. I have nori, and I don't have many fillings yet, but there is what is it? Wajimaya?
Yeah. Do you have nigiri makers? Like the little like triangles that you put the rice in, go, and you like open it up and it makes them.
No,
those are really cute. You should get some. They're really, really, really convenient.
Maybe they have some.
It's also extremely easy just to.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It totally is.
Yeah, but this way they're perfect triangles and they look really good.
They don't have to be triangles.
I want them to be
My
triangles.
favorite onigiri when I was in Japan was not a triangle.
Did you get the huge, like thick fist-sized balls of rice that had fried chicken in the middle?
Ooh,
no,
those were fucking good.
That does sound good though.
Like covered in seaweed with rice, salt, and like sesame beans or sesame seeds, and then fried chicken in the middle. That was some good shit.
That does sound good. Never tried that.
Yeah, lovely snacks. We should try.
My
that.
favorite was okay. Let me see if I remember this. It's
Yake
walleyed-
Niku Tabe Hode?
what?
That you don't even know what that is anymore, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, it was. I mean, I know what it is in Japanese because it's super easy. It's mentaiko,
Yeah.
but in English, it's like walleyed pollock roe. That's what it is.
Okay.
Do you want
Yeah.
some fish roe? Because Kevin has fish roe.
Yeah.
I don't have it
I don't
yet.
know if this is. I mean, I am
Patia's-
by no means an expert on roe, so
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Paisha still hasn't come. Like she said a week ago, hey, I'll be coming down tomorrow. And she's been saying for the past week, hey, I'll be coming down soon. So, like, I don't know when she's coming down. And she may or may not actually have roe for me when she does come. But if she does, I will have more roe than I know what to do with. So
we can definitely.
if you
mess
want
around
some
with that,
ikura, I can get you really, really nice ikura.
We should just like go to Owajimaya, buy a bunch of like
Yeah.
making things, and just have like a little Japanese snack making party.
I'm kind of hoping to find mentaiko at Wajimaya because I have not been able to find it anywhere else in the States. Once I got back, and like I had one of these like every day. Like this was my default snack. These things are fucking delicious, and I miss them so much.
Yeah.
They're also okay. It wasn't just mentaiko in them though. It was mentaiko and mayonnaise.
Ooh.
I hate mayonnaise.
I love
mentaiko mayonnaise because it's. Go ahead.
Also, the other thing is that Japanese mayonnaise is extremely different from like American Western style mayonnaise.
It's like candy. You could just spurt it on things, and it's just like delicious.
I sometimes just eat mayonnaise.
Like American mayonnaise,
dude.
Is it good for you?
Dude.
It's good for me.
Oh, all right.
Pre-dinner snack.
I'm in no mood to judge.
Pre-dinner snack.
It's good for you. I need to catch up on regular ordinary Swedish mealtime.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of videos recently. It's cool.
Yeah.
Also, I burnt the shit out of my roasting pan yesterday. I roasted some chicken, like, it was all well and good, but I was like, you know what? I want to be an extra super cool culinary guy. I'm going to take the carcasses, like, with the meat off of them, and I'm going to roast them some more, so, like, they brown and, like, darken, and then I can throw them in a pot and make stock out of it. But I got so engrossed in doing my... I got so engrossed in doing my annotated bibliography as I was waiting for them to finish roasting that, like, 3 hours went by.
Oh, dear.
And holy shit, like, as I got up at around midnight from doing my annotated bibliography, I'm like, something smells like burning.
Kevin, not again. First you
This
burn
is
the
not-
jam,
this
and
is
now
not a good semester for you, has it?
No, you know, it's also just a fact that a factor of I have been cooking so goddamn much that of course I'm going to fuck up every now and again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's just painful because they're not little fuck ups. Like, I forgot to add salt. It's like
You would never forget to add salt, Kevin.
I did forget to add salt about a month ago to one dish. I know. I surprised myself.
Yeah, I don't like because you're always the guy who's like, no more salt, Colin. Add more salt to that dish you're cooking, Colin.
Yeah, no, like, you know the amount of salt you think that dish needs. Yeah, it needs like 3 times that amount.
Okay,
and it could still do with more.
All right,
that's a good rule of thumb for salt, generally, unless it's on a finished thing. Then it doesn't need as much as you think it needs.
Yeah.
But as it's cooking, it needs way more.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because salt is an interesting chemical which does a lot of things, and I could talk about this for way too long. Shut me up.
I have news.
You have news?
No one cares but me. The subtitle for Captain America 3 was announced, as well as the villain.
And?
The subtitle is Civil War, and the villain is Iron Man.
Whoa.
Why?
I don't think you're the only person that cares about this.
That it's because apparently in
Why?
Age of Ultron, like, the Avengers are gonna get mad at each other, and I think Cap's gonna like branch off into his own like Avengers team, and Tony's gonna have his own Avengers team, and they're gonna like fight or something.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah,
I like this a lot.
it's based off the Civil War comic storyline that was kind of okay, kind of bad, but it happened, and they've been like, it's kind of, this could be interesting.
Think about it this way, Kevin. Like, in comic books, like, status quo is God. Like, every character that dies comes back. Like, no one is ever like out of the running permanently.
Yeah.
So if they're shit, sorry. My mic stand is kind of flimsy.
Fortunately, we actually Mic 3 fucking works this semester,
right.
which is a miracle.
Yes.
Although I just
I'm not
discovered
complaining.
my headphones over here don't work
Yay!
right now. So yay, thank you, KLC.
Also, I got a new mic condom, so it works.
Yeah, and this mic is sort of duct taped together somehow. Anyway, go
Anyway,
on.
the fact that they're willing to shake up the status quo that much is really cool because, like, I don't know, like it would be so easy to play it safe with these movies because people know what they like. They know that they like, you know, these characters doing these things. Like, it could be, they could just like keep cranking out new adventures for them and not change anything, and people would like it. But they're not doing that.
That's true. No, I
It's also
appreciate
probably true that this will not last, and they'll probably be best friends
Yeah,
forever by
probably.
the next movie.
Yeah,
Status
no.
quo is still God, but it's like it's
Status quo is suspended for one movie, and then it goes back to being status quo.
It's more than most big franchises do, like
Yeah.
with their movies.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start to get like okay, so we have Marvel movies, but then we're gonna have like expanded universe Marvel movies.
Isn't that what Guardians of the Galaxy was?
Yeah, okay, that's true. But
So yeah, no, you're right. We are getting them.
but I mean like alternate continuity hypothetical Marvel movies
that I'd be surprised.
where like I don't know. What's a good? I have literally no good examples.
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking done with superhero movies, to be honest.
You say that, and then they keep coming out with good ones. Like Guardians
Yeah.
of the Galaxy was fucking awesome.
Yep.
Still haven't seen it.
It's not a superhero movie. It's a comedy space movie. Go
Yeah.
watch it. And there's a raccoon and a tree in it.
I feel like I'm really going to hate it.
It sounds like the dumbest fucking movie
It
on the
is.
planet. If you describe it like so there's a green skinned space babe, an idiot from Earth, a talking raccoon, and a tree that can only say its name.
And a convicted criminal guy.
And and the crazy convicted criminal that has no concept of metaphors, and they go on wacky adventures. Like that sounds bad.
No, that sounds amazing.
All right, well, your tastes are different.
Yeah,
from
I like
Kevin's.
80s cheese.
Yeah.
Like, just inherently. So.
But
Yeah,
I went
no
into this
thanks.
movie fully expecting to hate it. Okay, and it kind of blew me out of the water, and it was great. So give it a shot.
Yeah. No, I will.
Like, watch it with all your Plague housemates, and like,
Yeah.
at least they'll like
It's
it. Even
it's
if you
good.
Don't.
It's good in
Yeah,
groups.
no, I know Anna will like it.
Yeah, I know Eric and Natalie will like it. They liked Avengers. They'll like this. This is Avengers in space.
Yeah. Also, we are basically out of time.
Bullshit.
2
hour show.
Yeah, we would not be able to do a full 2 hours of this every week. I would
I
get
know.
burnt out.
Me too.
And so would you.
But it could be so fun.
It would
just
be a lot of
once.
fun.
Like extended edition,
Also,
theatrical cut. Peter
thank you,
Jackson.
The radio
Aaron.
show has no breaks.
Thank you, Aaron, for making your imaginary radio show debut here with us today. It was
Yay.
great having you on.
It's great to be here.
Yeah,
We may have you back in the future.
I would like to
We'll
be back.
have you back sometime this semester.
I mean,
Probably.
we had Lee like 3 times last semester, so I'll probably have you a few more.
Yeah,
Yay.
Yay! And Lydia once.
yeah,
Curses. No, twice.
No.
Like 1.5. She
yeah,
was here for half a show.
yeah. And
And-
then we had the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should cut this off because now we're about to eat into the next time slot.
Oh, poo.
Anyway, so thank you for listening. This is What the Hell Did You Expect? We'll see you same time, same channel next week.
Up next, a show we've never heard of.
With a kiss, it goes the future.